There was another trailer that came out during Brazil, and it was Godzilla X Kong. Konga with a G. Not X-Con. Not Godzilla's coming out as Prison Mike. Godzilla as Prison Mike getting out of jail. Now X-Kong. I want that graphic. I want Godzilla as Prison
X-Kong,
Mike.
Baby.
But Godzilla X-Con, I still don't know what the X is supposed to stand for. Is that like the and Kong?
XOXO, they love each other.
Godzilla XOXO Kong. So this trailer came out, and I didn't know what to expect from it. I got to tell you, I really liked it. I really liked it. The one thing that kind of was
Electrozilla
off to me the first time I watched, because I watched the trailer about 5 times. The one thing that was really off to me was I was not digging Godzilla's new color scheme.
That sucks. That's the only part I liked.
I did not like the new color scheme.
It's just glow up, baby.
I did not like the, what do you call that? Magenta?
You see him shining.
Gem in the hologram.
Yeah, I didn't dig it. Now, as I watched it more and I realized, because he was absorbing the radiation out of those crystals that were the same color, okay, then it made sense to me, so it doesn't bother me as much. I still really prefer that blue, nuclear breath color personally, but I get it. It seems to make sense. That's fine. I love the idea of, what do they call him? Scar King? I love the idea that there's this apex titan that neither Kong nor Godzilla can deal with. That this is the dude that was going off and killing the Kongs. That this is the top of the food chain predator. That if Ghidorah showed back up, ass whooped. Straight up ass whooped from Scar King. He's freaking wearing a Kong spinal column across his chest. Now, one of the things that I wasn't sure I liked either was like when Kong was coming out of the ground, he's got that mechanical thing on his arm. Then I heard one person online mention this, and it made sense. It's that listen, if Kong broke his arm and they were trying to help him, that's what his cast would look like. That's what his brace would look like.
That's a cast.
It would look like Bumblebee.
Yeah, like, so even the color scheme kind of looks Transformers-like, right? Baby. But if it's like that's their version of a bracer, I'm like, you know what? That would make sense. Like if Kong got into an initial scrap with Scar King and then got away and they had to heal him up, something like that on them. I'll tell you the other thing before I get into the stuff that I really like. The other thing that did not work for me so well in this trailer was Usain Bolt Godzilla. Godzilla popping out of the ground and when the hell have we ever seen Godzilla do this?
I told Ray, I'm like, what is this, the Avengers? Is this Infinity War? They're just like, dun, dun, dun.
Sprinting Godzilla.
Oh my God,
he's a little big
corny
to sprint that fast.
Yeah.
The physics don't really work there.
Now, granted, he's got big, powerful legs.
He's still cute.
Sure. Okay, sure. I am not accustomed to seeing Godzilla running the 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
I'm just not, whatever. Okay.
I know it's different, but we just came off seeing -1, right? So it's like, I can't get what we saw in -1 out of my head yet. So maybe I need to rewatch this trailer, give it a few days, just because everything's comparing in my head to -1. I know they're different Godzillas. I know it's different companies. I know this and that, but it's just hard for me because I loved -1 so much.
Yeah, but true. But also remember this, like with -1, which I loved, Godzilla doesn't do anything. Like Godzilla literally just has to come out of the water, just stand there and blow everything up.
Yes.
And bite a boat. Like there's nothing that can fight him. Like he's just there. I'm a destructive force of nature. And hey, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I love the movie. But you're going to have to make him come across differently in something where he literally has a Titan facing off across from him, right? So whatever. Now, what was that comment you just brought up? One of the things says he breathes nuclear fire, nobody bats an eye.
Yeah.
He jogs and people lose. That's because we have seen him breathe his nuclear fire.
Joker reference.
I don't ever recall seeing him sprinty. I've just never recalled seeing him do that. But whatever.
It wasn't even
never
that. It
had
was just
to.
the tone that it felt like it was the
Yeah, he's never
Avengers.
had. He's never had to run from anybody or run to anybody. So maybe he's in love. So maybe he's about to do that whole Dirty Dancing jump into somebody's arms. But
Well, now I want to see it.
now I'm all about this movie. I don't care about any of that. Okay, all that stuff did bother me. Yep. I still found myself getting really revved to see Godzilla and Kong on screen again.
This is gonna be a good time.
The fact that you see this, they go back to what do they call the Hollow Earth? They go back down into the Hollow Earth. To see that, I think maybe it was a flashback when you see that cavern, you see all the Kongs. I think that was probably a flashback to before Scar King murdered all of them and took them all out. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It makes sense that there might be a human civilization down there. Again, there we see those the magenta crystals, whether it's purple, pink, whatever. That's probably going to be a part of Godzilla's source of power. I just think the way they're expanding this world and the way they're expanding the whole idea of Hollow Earth, I think looks very exciting. This still doesn't sit with me well. That color scheme. I'll get over
It's Barbenzilla.
I'll get over it.
Oh my! I hope Kong gets his in this movie. I mean, I like Godzilla more than Kong, but I'm getting tired of him getting his butt whooped. I want to see him rise as to the top of the mountain again.
Hey, look! I don't care what anybody says. Kong and Godzilla were 1-1 in Godzilla versus Kong, and ultimately it was Kong that took out Mecha Godzilla. And Kong is still walking around with Stormbreaker.
Oh, right.
In this movie, which is
so he took over the blue. It's probably still blue too.
It's probably still blue. So I mean, I don't know, but anyway, at the end of the day, I got really jazzed. There were a couple things in there that I didn't like, but you know what? I even got. So I heard another commentator say with Diddy Kong running around in there.
Diddy Kong.
That. This one person, I can't remember who it was online, that says, I don't think it's a coincidence that little Diddy Kong there has the same color scheme as Scar King.
Yeah, I thought that was him.
I think that's either that, well, it can't be Scar King because Scar King predates Kong.
Right.
But that might be Scar King's clan, Scar King's offspring. I don't know, but it's basically Diddy Kong, Godzuki, whatever you want to call this little thing. I think it's actually going to be like, I understand how some people see that in a trailer and we're like, I don't want to see a little baby monkey, but I have a feeling it's going to play really cool in the movie. Yeah. So I really liked it despite some of my misgivings. Guys, we want to take a moment to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Give yourself the gift of insane savings this holiday season with Mint Mobile's best wireless deal of the year. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you'll get another 3 months for free. That's 6 months of premium wireless service for the price of 3. And Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. Seriously, I can't think of a better gift than turning an overpriced wireless bill into just $15 a month with Mint Mobile. I've told you guys many times, since switching to Mint Mobile, I am spending less than a third on my mobile service plan with Mint than I was on the previous big carrier who was my provider. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. So again, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Rob, you had a chance to see the trailer for Godzilla X Kong. You and I haven't talked about it yet, but
no.
What did you like? What didn't you like? What did you think about it?
Well, I mean, first of all, it looks a lot of fun. I mean, honestly, I love the monster fights in the original Godzilla versus Kong. All the, like, going from Florida to the other side of the world in some underground subway system that apparently exists in this universe. I mean, like, okay, to ask for a little bit more verisimilitude in a movie like this is probably silly. This movie is all over the place, bonkers. At least it looks to be that way. And I'm watching this. I'm not going to lie, John. I had a big smile on my face watching this trailer, and they had everything you want. And then when Baby Kong shows up, it's just
baby.
I'm looking at this going, what don't they have in this movie? And I hope it all holds together. But I'll tell you one thing: color me stoked. Whether I'm pink or blue, I don't care. I'm there for it. Whatever energy crystals I'm going to absorb when I'm watching this movie, bring them on. Because I watch this as a middle-aged man with one foot in the grave. When I see something like this and it puts a big smile on my face, I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, come on. I've been watching kaiju movies literally my whole life.
Let me ask you, because you're more well-versed in the Godzilla movies and pantheon than I am. Have we ever seen Godzilla run like that? Can you recall off the top of your head?
No. And it's so weird to criticize this, but Godzilla's like 300 feet tall. He's huge. And when you're looking at him run that fast, it sort of betrays the scope and scale of what we should see, especially like Ray had pointed out, coming off of Godzilla -1, they really did a good job of conveying the scope and the scale of Godzilla in that movie. And this, when Godzilla's running his Usain Bolt, like you said, it's a little like, come on.
Because to Ray's point, coming out of Godzilla -1, where, and granted, look, as much as we love Godzilla -1, some of the CGI was kind of sus, but like we just saw Godzilla, boom.
It was like robotic.
Boom.
Yeah, like a toy.
Boom. And then all of a sudden to watch, I just had cocaine. And just seeing them go.
Would shift the axis of the earth.
It's caused tremors. But yeah, I'm still pretty excited. I'm down for this movie. Yep. I cannot wait because I had a long laundry list of problems that I had with Godzilla versus Kong, and yet despite this long laundry list of all the problems I had with it, I had a great time watching it. And I'm thinking I'm going to get the same out of this one. Here's hoping. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.